The spirit is present.
Before we jump into today's episode, a quick thank you to our sponsor, Lion Virage. Lion Virage is the everyday energy refreshment you can trust. With zero caffeine, no crash, and safe for everyone in the family to consume, including the kids. It's light, it's delicious, and it keeps you going the natural way. Look out for Lion Virage at your selected spa or order it online at Macro. Now let's get into the episode. Welcome to a new episode of The Big Pitch on Scattered Originals. Today I'm sitting with another trailblazer in another industry now. Today we're talking farming, we're talking fresh produce, we're talking export and import with Mr. Fumani N, Shilubana, who is the founder of Teka Fruit Veg. Thank you so much, sir, for coming through.
Thanks for the invite. These networks, WhatsApp networks,
Yes.
and WhatsApp groups, they might seem useless, but they're actually good.
It actually has been. I mean, I think a lot of our guests have actually come from that one, from Zenith.
Yes.
And we actually had Lebogang, so that was even more incredible.
That's dope. That's really dope, yeah.
Yeah, so, but thank you so much for coming through. Like I said, I mean, the conversation today, when we're talking offline, is what we need to get straight into it, which is one, obviously you started there, guy, you started 2017.
Yeah.
How does one get into a fresh produce space, such as the one that Teka has come into?
Okay.
Or how did you go about it?
First, thank you for having me. How did I go about it? It was from a point of view of need. Of course, we're not sitting here talking about my background, but I'll touch a little bit on that. 2012, 2011. So I would like someone called the height of my career.
Sure.
I just did generations, and I went now into a stint with Mobango and then Editorial.
Yes.
Those were the big shows at that time, right? But when I did Editorial, for some reason I was not happy. I felt there was something wrong. I couldn't pick it up. But I didn't even enjoy shooting pictures with people.
Really?
Yes, I didn't.
That is interesting. Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like, but guys, why? So I couldn't put my finger to it until it hit me. There's no money. I'm shooting. I'm being celebrated. People want pictures with me. People want this. That bothered me. And I thought, and I was married at the time, got divorced in that particular space as well. And it further emphasized to me, Chief, we need to find money.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying my divorce is because of money. I'm saying that it further made me realize, no man, I need to do something that will be outside my acting.
Sure.
Because as much as I'm acting, I'm only doing one of the biggest shows at the country at the time.
Yeah.
I just left Generations, dude, which I was there for like a year or two.
Yeah.
I'm only doing for another 2 years. What do I do? That's the question.
Yeah.
What do I like to do? Because I'm a believer of you must do something that you love first before you try things that are out there that can make you money. But what is that you love first? Fine. I'm from a family of people who were in farming.
Yeah.
No, this is a story that's not known. My grandfather, in the former homelands, he was one of the first men to obtain a diploma or degree in agriculture.
Okay.
They used to call him Murimis, meaning the farmer.
Yeah.
Apparently that man had a hand of gold. Well, a hand of green. Listen. Yeah. Whenever I touch that man.
Murimisi.
Yes.
Yes.
In Tonga, it means farmer.
Oh, okay. So, I was actually going to ask what language is that.
It's Tonga. So John was called John Murimis. That's how dope that man was.
Yeah.
Right? Now, which I'm still researching, Story is he studied in, I think, Forte or Rhodes, one of those universities back down there. Story is, my grandfather established or was one of the people who made sure that the farms in Stellenbosch are what they are today.
Really?
Yes.
Wow, that is very rich.
That is dope.
Yeah.
So he worked there. He helped establish. That's how good my grandfather was. Not only good, men were studied. So basically, what I'm saying to you, it's in the blood.
Yeah.
So I looked at what is that I love to do.
Sure.
Then I'm like, okay, let me do farming.
Yeah.
Tried to go home. I planted a whole hectare of cabbages. It didn't turn out the way I wanted it to turn out to. At school, I studied agriculture.
When you're saying it didn't turn out the way you wanted, what do you mean?
I was here in Joburg, and you can't manage a farm
Remotely.
It's
not a hybrid job.
It's not possible. I will actually, for this, I will send you the video of what I had planted. You know, I could not manage it. And it was a tough lesson. It was a tough lesson. And the reason why I planted, because I was about to get married. I'm like, I don't have money. What must I do? Let's go plant. So I planted a hectare of cabbages. So from there, that's where now balancing money and farming and Teka came into being. Okay, you want to do this. Remotely is not doable.
Sure.
What do I do? Wait a minute. Let me be the man who bring clients and farmers together.
Oh, okay. You're like a financial advisor for farmers, a broker rather.
Broker,
yes,
in a way, because I love this. I love this, and
yes.
This is one way I can make money. By the way, the first million I made in my life was through this business.
Really, not through acting?
No, not through acting.
Was it possible through acting? And if so, in what avenues?
It's possible through acting if you do a soapy.
Oh, okay. But is it $1 million annual, or is it $1 million cash?
No, it will be annual.
Yes. Okay. So meaning that on your payslip it looks like that, but obviously on the month to month.
Yeah, because for example, let's assume you're doing a soapy, you're getting 120,000 a month.
Yes.
Before tax.
No, that is $1 million. Yes.
That is $1 million.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You can make it, but for some reason I was never lucky with soapies. I was never, and actually I never really liked doing that format. I get bored very quickly. I want to do films and stuff like that. So it is possible through acting,
sure,
but it's not sustainable. One. Number two, even if it's possible, you can't buy anything with it.
Okay. What do you mean by that?
You can buy a house.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I mean, who's going to give you a contract to finance your house for 20 years with a contract that says 1 year?
Okay, that's fair. Oh, that's another issue, eh? We must actually get people from production to actually have this conversation about how financeable are artists and artists.
It's not financeable at all. And
Yeah.
it's not even production. It's how the industry is set up.
Yeah.
How the legislation is set up.
Yeah.
It goes there.
Oh, yes.
You see, so there's nothing you can talk to productions about.
Because they're governed by higher policies.
It's a policy that's governing to say, listen, this must happen, this must happen. When my tax is deducted, it's not production.
Yeah, that's
They're
true.
told, listen, you need to deduct 25% from these people.
Yeah.
Whether I paid 100, you pay me 1,000 rand or 100,000 rand, you must still deduct 25%.
Sure.
So we tax very highly. So my point is that it's not sustainable. So even if you want to make that million, I'm not living where I'm living now through acting.
Yeah.
It's not possible. So that's where my 2012, I was not happy. And I saw it back then to say, I need to do something different.
Yeah.
That's where Teka was born.
So that was almost 5 years in the making of processing the thought process and getting into
trying different things.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying to you, like the farming thing at home, I tried it. Because we've got land, but it's not easy also to get the things going. Let me give you a quick story of how I got that farm thing happening.
Yes, actually, I was actually, it's like you're reading my mind, because I was going to ask you then, how do you acquire land? How do you even get it to assess it as someone who's, I mean, in your case, obviously, you have the genes to see it.
I'm from a rural family.
Exactly. But now.
So we've got land.
We must marry royal now.
So we got land.
Yeah.
So at home, where I live, where I grew up, I'm just like put all together, that thing could be 4 hectares. So I went and got a hectare out of that and planted, but I didn't have the resource. I didn't have the pipes. I didn't have there was a borehole at home. So I said to my dad, okay, you know people. So who do you know that has one thing? Because my dad has helped a lot of people.
Sure.
He was a teacher. So he was a headmaster at one point. So I said, okay, who do you know? I know someone's got a drip pipe. Let's go to him. Listen, my dad, please. I got drip pipe for a hectare for free.
Oh, yes.
Because I use this network of my dad.
Yeah.
Dude, I once took a taxi from Joburg from Pretoria to home for free. All I did, I had to quote my dad's name.
That's the power of the
network.
Yeah.
See, what network? Because as we die, we lie to about network.
Yeah.
We're told that network is corruption. Network is not corruption.
Yes.
But anyway, so I went around and I looked and I got people that my dad helped. That's how I was able to do this. I spent money as well. I spent I think $5,000 to go get the seedlings, to go get all those little things that I need to get the pipes to connect them, those joint
like
things.
for irrigation.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some of those years I did spend money on that. You see what I'm saying? That's how that whole thing started. That's how I made sure. But like I'm saying to you, I couldn't manage it. I was too far.
Sure.
I was too far, and then the issue which I wanted to bring up from that, one of the biggest things that I had, I thought, my God, okay, I planted. Where am I going to sell?
Yes, because now you can't eat all of that.
You can't eat all of that.
Yeah.
You can't eat all of that. So one of the things it bleeds into why Teka and why it evolved to what it is now. I realized that as black farmers, there is a big challenge of market.
Yeah.
They will always tell you about an offtake. Before you plant, you must have an offtake.
What is that?
Where are you taking your produce to?
Sure. So market, basically. An offtake is a market, yeah.
So just because you're going to take it to City Deep or Tshwane Market, that's not an offtake. You take it there, they might buy, they might not buy. To take it there is a cost that you must carry from Limpopo to here, from wherever you are. So as much as I did start that, I quickly realized, wait a minute, there is this issue. I wanted to start, before that, actually, I wanted to start a hydroponic farming system.
What is that?
You're planting not in the traditional sense of things. For example, you put those tents and then you put water. Let me explain in a layman's possible.
Please.
Yes. So it's a system where you plant your produce inside water.
Okay.
And then you put the nutrients inside the water, and the nutrients they run inside the water like that, and then your plants grow. So they grow, but not on soil.
So okay. So how would you go about starting that? You said you mentioned a tent, and then so would you need to get like a body of water, and then
so there's a system. So you must get a system of there's a tank that you must have. We're going to put your nutrients. That tank you must be connected with the pipes of the network where the water must go in and out in the circulation. Okay. Where you've got little pots. Of course, in a calculated diameter to make sure that your plants grow properly healthy and in proper size. That's why that water goes through and goes back into the tank. From the tank where you put the nutrients, the water, so that's where you put your plants.
Sure. So, and are you putting them in like a pot? What is it that you
layman's term? Yes, let's say a pot, but it's pipes.
Okay. Oh, it's already a pipe. So the pipe is the structure to house the seed. I mean, because you're studying it as a seed.
It's not a seed.
You're studying it already as a small plant.
As a seedling. Yeah.
Oh yes.
You study it already as a seedling. You put it somewhere, they grow. You take them out. You put the seedlings on those things, and then they grow from there.
And that works with every produce, or is it specific for
most produce?
Sure.
Most produce. And the good thing about that, for example, it's all year.
Oh yes. So you don't have to incur the different seasons,
Nah. So I wanted to start that at one point.
Sure.
But again, the offtake conversation came in.
Sure.
Because the cost of starting at the time, I think 2015, 2014, something like that, the cost of starting that thing at the time, it was very high.
Around how much
It
was
was
it?
half a bar and 2
Half a
million,
bar. Yo.
$1 million. And before anyone gives you that money, they'll say to you, again, I've got pictures and videos I'll show you. We had gone to this farmer and he had shown us this how he's gonna come and build it up and. But before you even get that guy to it, before you get his money, what is an offtake somewhere? Who is the client that you take this thing to?
Sure.
To guarantee that we'll give you money to buy this thing. So you see where we have a problem as we like.
Yo. Yeah.
Because the reality of the matter is this: a lot of us are historically disadvantaged.
Yes.
There is no capital somewhere that is laying ready to start up things. There are many businesses, my brother. I had a conversation, changed my life, that conversation. These 4 white guys were sitting and discussing whatever business idea they were discussing. Yes, nonchalantly, they would say, no man, yeah, no, I think we must each pull in 20 million rand.
Yeah.
And then one of them said, but if this thing can turn over at least $500 million, I'm not interested. Dog.
Yeah. So that's the conversation. So we're already talking in that brief conversation, you're talking about close to 100 million rand in a conversation.
In that, because there were 5, 6 things, exactly. There were 5, 6 these guys.
Yeah.
The 5, 6 of them already, it's this group, it's us here.
Yeah.
Already we're talking 100 million. And someone has the gall to even say, nah, if you don't turn it, it is $500 million, I'm not interested. So now someone will say, and this is a normal conversation that people have, to say, no, why do you blame the past? Guys, we cannot at any point negotiate our way through that.
Sure.
A lot of our farmers, they are hit with those things. There's compliance that is to come. You can't export your stuff without certain compliance.
We actually need to discuss that because I wanted to know
we will come to that. Yes.
What actually stops, what are those compliance things that people don't know about that actually hinder them from.
Forget about exporting.
Yeah.
Dog, you can't put your things inside ShopRite. Forget Woolworth. Without certain compliant. How did you plant? What manure did you use? What fertilizer? Not fertilizer. What is chemicals to what is?
Yes.
All those little things. And you must go to agriculture or your municipality to get certain compliance about, is this first grade, is it what, A class, B class, whatever. So my point, Igor, yes, I'm not saying people must ignore compliance, but those are things, it's information that other people don't know.
Yes. I mean, I'm sitting here as someone who's briefly looked at farming and I didn't even know. I mean, obviously I go as a consumer, A grade. Oh, okay. Or you go to Woolies and mentally you've graded them.
I don't know, Woolies.
Yes.
We'll talk about Woolies some other time.
and then I recently saw a TikTok where someone was like, yeah, but this is not this A grade that you guys think it is.
It's not.
And apparently there is a higher grade that actually gets exported way before what we get.
What we eat here in SA, the best fruit, they leave SA. The best produce, they leave SA.
Why is that?
I guess money. I mean,
so they cost more.
Not cost more. I mean, they're sending it to different markets. I mean, if you're sending
exchange rates,
if you're sending to different markets that are finicky, that are, I don't even know what that means, but I said it. You're gonna send your best product.
Sure.
You know, there are fruits that, for example, it's got some dark spots. I don't know, we can't sell it. But when you eat that thing, when you open it, it's proper.
It's proper, yeah.
There are people who have actually made a business out of that. They go to farmers and like, no, don't throw that stuff away, give us. And they take that, they flip it, they create a different market out of it. And it becomes a whole market that is valuable. Dog, last year exports in SA, like I said, we'll come to that. Last year cost to 2024, it was like $13 billion.
Exports. Fresh produce exports.
13.7 if the number is correct, I'll tell you now. Where is the number? Where is that number? Yeah, it's 13.7. Export, yeah, $13.7 billion. Not rands.
Yeah.
So those are things that leave. You see, so to come back to where we are, the way we get the export issue, is that our farmers, there's a lot of compliant things that they don't get. There's a lot of little things that they miss because of lack of information.
Sure.
And we end up missing what? The market.
Yes. Because then they cut you out from there. You don't get to play. Because it's like, oh, but you don't
you're
have
going
this.
to play.
Yeah.
Yet it's the same thing, dog. A fruit is a fruit is a fruit.
Yeah.
Can I give you a funny example to show that it's a rigged game, intentional rigged game? There was a point where eggs were missing. Remember?
Yes.
Eggs
Yeah, and then the prices just, spiked. And potatoes at some point. I think just after COVID or something.
Potatoes don't miss out.
Yeah.
Potatoes, it's a rigged game. They hold them. And onions, most of the stuff actually.
Yeah.
Most businesses are rigged. So they put them here. Mm-hmm. And then price go up with the leave. So create scarcity.
Oh, okay. Economics 101.
Economics 101, Charlie.
So they're playing it the De Beers way with diamonds.
In Botswana.
Yes.
People are saying that Botswana doesn't have Nah. Why? Okay, if you don't have diamonds, give Botswana that mines for free and leave.
Yeah.
Why must they buy from you? If indeed there is nothing.
Yeah.
But anyway, so the egg thing example I wanted to give, when there was an egg scarcity, intentionally did that. You know, they went to farmers that are not compliant to get their eggs into these shops.
So who are these? These are big retailers.
These are suppliers, retailers, and whatever. Because normally when you take your eggs to this or your product, whatever, to these retailers, they'll say to you, no, it does not grade it, it's not this, which is it's important. But by the way, that's let's not negate to say that it's not important.
Yes.
It's very important to know that whenever you get this can, you need to know where is this from, where it was made, and everything, so you can track if anything wrong was to happen. Remember there was a food issue with
It's listeriosis.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they were able to track.
Yes.
So
down the value chain.
The value chain.
Yeah.
Yes. So they can solve it. So I'm not saying compliance is not important. I'm saying a lot of things it hits us because of that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's been used as a gatekeeping mechanism. Because when eggs were shorting, they went to those farmers that said that you can't put your eggs inside and put them inside without that strictness of compliance anymore.
So in a way to counter the guys who are the big producers who are trying to do this.
Big producers went to the small guys who normally can't get their eggs inside the big shops to say, listen, there's scarcity, give us your eggs, we will put them in the value chain.
But why would they do that if they're the big producers?
Money, dog.
But, or maybe I'm not. Look, so big producer, you're a big producer, right?
Thank you for speaking it.
No, you definitely, right? So you're a big producer, poultry, eggs, whatever, and what's this byproducts. I'm a small guy in the space, right? So I'm just trying to understand what the economics of this is. You and your, as if I should say, the other oligopoly that you guys have in the market.
Okay.
I will call it an oligopoly or monopoly that you guys have, right? In the market.
Monopoly, the monopoly.
This is going to be a trip out, and I'm going to trip it out like that. That you guys have, but you withhold essentially eggs, right? Because we're looking at the big producers because they're the ones who can essentially move the market significantly. Yes. They withhold it, and then they go to the smaller guys and get the eggs again.
So normally,
how does that work?
Normally is this: every farmer, every processor, no one plants for the sake of fun. You want a market, right? Like I said, as much as I said compliance could be used as a gatekeeping. It's also very important because we need to know if anything wants to go wrong. How do we trick this? If a snake bites you, we need to know which snake bit you, so we can able to use correct
what's this?
Antivenom.
Antivenom, yes.
See, So same as that. That's why compliance is important. But it's not difficult to show these people. Right? Good. Now, half the time, produce, don't get in because of what? Lack of compliance.
Sure.
Which I'm not saying they mustn't take care, they must take care of that. It's very important. It's Googleable, these things, by the way, to how to comply, to be compliant. Now, yes, you're not getting in because they say, no, you're not complying with this. Because remember, compliant could be anything.
Yes.
Someone can decide to be anything to it's like a bank. A bank decline a loan, then not because of anything. They can choose to decline a loan. Have they ever told you why they decline a loan?
No.
It could be
it could be literally anything, yeah.
Anything, right? So same with that. Your eggs didn't go through because of whatever reason. Compliant, they give you. Jiggy, there's a scarcity.
Yeah.
Those same eggs that were not allowed to come in because of compliance, the big guy come and take it from you directly into the shop.
Sure.
That's what I'm saying. The game is somewhat rigged.
And then what happens afterwards? So they go back to now. It's at equilibrium now.
No.
Now they go back to the normal guys that they were dealing with.
Because whenever you want to Zaka channel, you've got eggs. Cash is king. If you've got eggs that are many here, and I come like, are they good? Yes, they're good. You show me, okay, they're fresh. And I'm like, here's 100,000. And when you've only them at 120, 130, are you not going to take it?
Yeah, you are.
Because you normally struggle to sell even 10,000.
Yeah.
Because you're a small guy. So that's what happened at that particular moment. So at the end of the day, Teka came from that point of view to say, how do we try and get these guys compliant? Because what I come as Teka, I go to a client. I'm like, yo, what do you need?
And what are we talking as a client, as a farmer in this case, or
so for me,
the off-take guy?
For me, my clients are both off-takers. Well, no, not off-takers. Are both people who consume this and farmers.
Sure.
When I say consumers, because I'm a B2B.
Yes.
So when I say consumers, I'll go to who sells. I'll go to a restaurant.
Sure.
I'm like, guys, what are your needs? Like, in this business, let's go chips shop.
Yeah.
Like
we need potatoes.
We need potatoes like crazy. Okay. How do you bring them here? No, we go to the market, we get them, no. Right? Okay. How much are you getting them there from? Of course, they're going to lie. Some of them, they'll try to get it as much below price.
Yeah, so you can...
Yeah, but the thing about this game, you can't really lie to the lie can go to a certain point because the price, you can't, the price is, we know the price, man. If it's in season, the price is low. Out season, the price is high. And you can gauge the price. But okay, the price is here now.
Yes.
So if you don't know the game, they can trick you to do that. But of course, they'll try that, right? They're like, okay, we need potatoes. We buy them at this much. Okay, good. Where do you get them? How do you bring them? We go fetch them at the market and we bring them here. So I said to them, listen, me as Teka, this is what I'll do for you. I'll find a farmer who plants potatoes. I said to that farmer, how much are you able to plant for us 2 hectares? If you plant 2 hectares, let's take onions for example. In a hectare, you get over 1 million heads. So in that case, you're probably going to get like, I don't know how many bags you can get, 10 kgs, right? So I'm like, okay, let's say in this, instead of potatoes or onion, similar example, it's 1 million potatoes.
Yeah.
It means you can supply us for the next 4 months. So I'm like, when I shop, I've got a farmer who can plant for us.
Yeah.
In the next 3 months, you're going to get potatoes at the lower rate what you get from the market because they come straight from the farm.
Yeah.
And we also bring them to you.
Sure. So you're also covering that logistical. So you're covering everything up until they get inside the store.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can't even before you planting, Charlie. Because I come to him like, I've got a farm.
Yes.
Mr. Malinga will plant for you.
Yes.
The thing that we have to guarantee Mr. Malinga, Kuri, whatever that he plants, you're going to take it.
Oh, it's almost like, what's this? A futures market almost. to an extent where you're getting you're almost like what's this word I'm looking for? You're getting a price now. You're getting the price now. But for the future,
yes, something like that.
Yes,
yes,
it's like that hedge. What typically what they do, especially in commodity markets and fuel. What's this? Oil. Yeah. When they buy jet fuel, like airlines, they buy it now for future, just in case. It's a risk mitigation, basically.
Yes, that risk must always be mitigated because we're going to counter someone.
Yes,
especially the guy who's planting because he's bearing most of the risk, right? So. And we can even try to fix the price a bit to say, because of that, we can get you this for the next whatever months for this price.
Yeah.
Dog, that time, you know, going to the market, it's time. That's money.
Yeah.
That's logistic. That's all those things. We're saying to you, we do. So I try to do that with a lot of black farmers.
Sure.
To say, okay, dog, what's your compliance level? Can we do a freshness certificate? This is what we mean. This, and then so that we can be able to show to client. The client, actually, we've got 1 hectare, 2 hectares of potatoes, of onions, of butternut, whatever. It's coming. There's a client I'm talking to now. I said they want butternut. I've got a farmer somewhere in Limpopo who said, I've got butternut.
Yeah.
It will be ready in November. Client, you said you want butternut, right? Butternut is ready. The guy has planted it.
Yes.
Yes, already we got it ahead. Because we didn't ask him to plant it us.
Yes.
He was already had planted it. And I asked him, do you have market? He said, no. I'm like, listen, I know there were others that you would have liked to sell to.
Yes.
I can come and take 90% of those things. The other 10.
To provide that guarantee. That already this has a buyer.
You know. So I can do that for you. Also, why I'm doing 90, because I always do this thing. If someone plants 100%, I always remove 15%. If you say you're gonna give me, I'm planting cabbage on a hectare, they're gonna give like 40 to 50,000 probably heads depending on the size. Let's assume you get 40,000 heads, right?
Yeah.
What I do from this, I always minus 15%.
Okay.
To say we'll get 30 to 40,000, to 30 to 34,000.
Okay. Why is that?
There's nowhere in life, there's nowhere in this universe where 100% has ever applied. No way.
Yeah.
I don't care who's going to come and say what. Right. 1. Number 2, others are going to get lost.
And lost, we're talking in different formats. Lost, damaged, lost, whatever.
In different formats.
Yeah.
It could be already a proper fruit out. We take it out and it falls.
Yeah.
It was about to go inside the truck. It falls. It's dead. So that's why I try to always to say, okay, we don't have 40,000, we've got 30,000.
Oh, yes. So you're also managing expectations in that conversation.
In that conversation, to say, this is what we have. You know, because loss again in terms of labor, it could be whatever. You see, so that's where we try to play that game as Teka. Because at the end of the day, it will make no sense. It makes no sense for us not to try to make these guys work. Because imagine this farmer, you know, this guy, let's show the butternut guy, for example. You come and take that crop at the same time. He's got 150,000. That's capital. What is he able to do? You give him confidence. You say to him, fine, we're just taking this, plant again.
Yeah.
Plant again.
That's repeat business.
That's repeat business. What does repeat business do?
It creates, to an extent, it creates a repeat customer.
And then what does it do for the person who's...
Confidence, like you said. And risk appetite also increases, so you have ability to expand.
And at the basic human level, it creates something magical for you as a person who knows I've got income. My kids can be taken care of. My family can be taken care of. I can take care of myself.
Yeah.
You see what it does? Because I'll flip a bit our conversation. I saw a video this weekend. They say Sands Park. They open the park, the national park, for people to come in free on a weekend. Or this particular weekend.
Sure. And
there were cars, rows and rows of cars that parked there. Someone might say, why are these guys going there waiting to go in such a long queue. Let's bring it to the human level. It means this guy envy to go there during the year.
Yeah.
But they don't have money. They don't have cash to go there. That one free weekend. So, here's a farmer. He's got cash. Repeat cash. You see what it does for them.
Yeah.
I'll give you another example. There was opened a whole big macro. Do we mention brands in your show?
No, it's fine. It's fine.
They opened a huge, when they opened it,
Yeah.
there's a sale coming. I saw a very interesting phenomenon.
Can I just stop you right there? I just want to quickly check. Yeah. Is the mic still catching him? Because I see it's underneath the shirt. I'm wondering if... Just check it out, please. Because then I'm worried that the conversation gets very juicy and then afterwards we're missing so many things. Is it catching?
Is it good?
No, but you have to hear it.
Is it good?
It's red.
fine.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, cool. Thank you.
So there was an interesting phenomenon that happened. It looks silly. It needs someone to observe to see and understand what's happening here. Black people were buying two things. And white people were buying one particular thing.
Sure.
What likely? I'm sure you can guess. What were people buying?
Oh, what were we buying?
Food and alcohol.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
Mostly food.
Yeah.
Stacks of alcohol. White people were buying gadgets.
Yeah.
Do you see the phenomenon I'm talking about there?
Are we now looking at Maslow's hierarchy of needs? Yeah.
You got it. I don't have to explain further. It's exactly that. When basic needs are met. My son once said this. I can know, Papa, it's very easy to be creative when you have nothing to worry about.
Oh, that is so true. That is so true. It gives a sense of freedom and a sense of bravery. When I think about it, especially when I went to a good school.
No, I know because I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
I had the advantage of going to not bad, government school and a good school.
Yes,
I've lived both, so I know exactly
get to see a different life altogether. Even just the way in which conversations happen.
Dog.
But I'll even take it a step further. What people aspire to be. The environment is a huge influence on that.
You only need a matric in those good schools, by the way.
Yeah.
You only need a matric. You can do a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
After that. So I know exactly what you're talking about, brother. Yeah. So it's that. So when you're comfortable, why do you think they go surfing? They do these things that need extra whatever. They need to leave because there's nothing. Dude, for the fact that you have to go to get a text every morning, wake up at that's extreme sports, Charlie.
That's your struggle. And by the time someone has to tell you that, oh, go after your dreams, you're like, I'm tired.
What dreams? So
I'm trying to eat.
When you get these farmers a market like that, and you show them compliance, and it's not difficult, guys. It's really not difficult.
I just want you to finish your thought because I want to actually get into that. But yeah.
So the minute you do that for people, this economy thing that we're talking about, that's not growing by 0.1 a year. It grows because that farmer now starts to employ other people.
Yeah.
He's not getting 1 hectare anymore because there's a repeat client. It's 2 hectares.
Sure.
Because these guys, the client that I'm talking about, they want like big quantities. So the minute they have confidence as well, it means the trickle-down effects are huge.
Sure.
And we flip this whole unemployment thing. But because we keep on gatekeeping, with little things, dog, doesn't make sense that we don't have a bank. Do you know what's the gatekeeping strategy for banks in SA? The commercial bank. The commercial banks.
It's not that 250 million rand that they want.
Tell me one black person who has liquid 250 million rand.
Yeah, to provide a guarantee.
Woo, guys, come on. From where we are from. And that's the policy, is it not?
It is.
Can the policy be changed?
Of course, no, it can.
Why do you put a police like that in a country like this?
It's a good question, actually.
It does not make sense. It makes no sense. It's intentional. We can go on and on about these examples. So there's a lot of systematic things that are there that when you look at them like that, man, you go for a film fund, they say to you must provide 10%. From where?
Is that really?
Yes.
So who is asking for that 10%?
DTI.
DTI,
Would ask, I'm like, guys.
And then they say they'll give you the remaining 90%. So the movie's gonna cost 10 million, and then they'll give you 9. You must come with 1.
That's too much. Let's go down. The movie would be a million rand.
Yeah.
You must come with 100,000.
Liquid cash.
Liquid cash. That it must be in an account somewhere. Chilling. Hi, guys. To show you that it also says, I love this word, but it always dribbles me. Systematic.
Yes.
Recently, they wanted to introduce a law that says NSFAS kids will be blacklisted. What the hell are you doing?
Oh yes, I saw that. What's this? The credit bureau, I think.
What are you doing? So wait, these guys, they got this loan because they can at home they can't afford. They go to school with this loan. They graduate, but there's no jobs.
And then they must pay now.
Then if they can't pay because there's no jobs, you know, blacklist them. What are you doing anyway? You said you wanted to move on.
Yes, I wanted to almost give a scenario base where, because obviously our viewers are also not. We're trying to get our viewers to be as knowledgeable as possible with every conversation that we have. Now, you've mentioned quite a big thing, which is the compliant, almost gatekeeping, right?
Yes. It's not gatekeeping, but
yes, compliance uses gatekeeping. Yes, thank you for that. So another thing that I want to have an understanding of, who are the big players in terms of this market? Obviously, they can. We know the ZZ2s but who are the big players in this market, and what are some of the things
big players in terms of what?
In terms of produce, in terms of, I suppose, when we're saying offset, we're looking at obviously retailers can be offtake. Sorry, offset is a rap. Offtake, right? But let me rather.
An offtake could be anyone, right?
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Let me rather structure this conversation like this: with the big players, right? What is some of the things that they have that you've realized that the smaller guys or the entry level farmers, producers don't have?
Quantity and reliability and consistency.
Yeah.
Because if I come to you, remember, when you go to a big retail shop, you want potatoes.
Yes.
And that big guy doesn't have potatoes because you didn't supply. Who are you killing? Excuse me.
Yeah.
You're making them look like.
They don't, because you look at your retail and you say, but this shop doesn't have it.
So they're losing clients as well.
Yeah.
So you need to be consistent. You need to be reliable. You need to have quantity.
Yeah.
Without these 3 things, for me, I think, hence I try to do these planting programs. That's my thing for my business. To say, client, we will do this for you.
Yeah.
It's not easy, by the way, in terms of, it's a long game. Like, for example, it means we have to wait for November to make money.
Sure.
You follow. The good thing about it, once it starts rolling, it's rolling. So, and it helps with what? The consistency, quantity.
Yeah.
In such a sense that the client knows that you've got a 1 hectare of potatoes.
Yeah.
We've got 3 months to play. You've got 1 hectare of butternuts. While this one will start to pick, you also stagger plant. Like, for example, you don't plant all this week.
Yeah.
This week you plant this batch, this next week. So even when harvesting comes, it's not all of them at the same time.
Yes.
Because we're going to have a problem. There's now oversupply. We know in economics what happens when there's oversupply.
And then the price has to go down.
No. Cabbage had an oversupply now.
Yeah.
There was a point where you could buy a cabbage. There was a client who said to me, look, I've got a lot of cabbage. Come and get them. I can give it to you at 350 per head.
These big cabbages that we have.
Yeah. Well, you're getting it 19 rands there.
What happens what comes into the pricing aspect of it actually? What makes fruits and vegetables so expensive? Exactly.
What makes them expensive? You have to eat, I guess.
No, because I need to, I'm curious to find out what is the pricing model of it. Is it the retailers? Is it the farmers? Is it the logistics of it? And obviously everything is justified, but there's just some things when you're like, but this doesn't make sense. So in your experience, what brings a pricing, like for instance, something as simple as a potato, a bag of potatoes, for you to go to a fruit lovers to get it at X amount, and then for you to go to another retailer and to get it at a different amount.
And you find the guy on the street and you can buy it at a ridiculous amount.
Yeah.
It's the whole value chain. Look, let's agree on this. What's the point of business?
To make money, to make a profit.
Make a profit. As much as you can.
Yeah.
And many times than not, we've had people are being ripped off, people are being taken advantage of, blah, 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 blah. The whole capitalism debate.
Idea, yeah.
Right? Fine. When it leaves the farm, okay. When you plant, okay. Before you even plant, a couple of things must happen. You need to, let's say it's a farm that's already working. You have to go till that soil. You have to make it. You have to prepare that.
Okay.
Is that free?
No.
Good. You have to get seedlings. Let's say you're a fortunate one that you're planting yourself. But even the planting, someone has to take care of that. Is that free?
Yeah.
It's not, right? It's on the ground. It grows. It fertilizes, watering, weeds, taking care of the weeds as the thing, pests, diseases, whatever. Is that free?
No.
No.
Yeah.
You have to harvest now, pack house, package it into bags. You're not a bag manufacturer.
You're buying it at that markup.
From
that
somewhere.
price. Yes.
At their markup. That you need to factor in. And you put it in bags, box, whatever you put them in. There's a branding that you must put. So now there's two ways of living the farm. They could live like outside the cold chain system, the trucks that have fridges to maintain the freshness. They could live in that, or they could live in a open bakkie or just a closed truck. Those two things are two different factors. Of course, the one with fridge are a bit more expensive.
Yeah.
Then it gets to a shop. Cut, process, package. You see, I'm sure now you see where the price is happening.
I see. That still doesn't justify the fact that some places are just more expensive than others.
Because some of them, and this is not allowed, by the way, there are shops, as these big retailers, they're not allowed to own farmers.
Why is that?
Charlie, you're going to create a monopoly.
Oh, yes, because now they're going to control the whole value chain.
You're going to control the whole value chain, it's going to be a problem.
Sure.
Legally, it's not allowed, but they do it.
Really?
Oh, come on. You think what I'm doing, they don't do it? They go to a farmer straight to say, listen, we're going to come and get from you. Plant for us. They give you seeds and everything. Use these seeds. Use this method.
Yes.
And they come and get from you.
Oh, yes, because I've heard also about Like the potatoes that they use at
McDonald's, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's very
Thank you.
specific potatoes
Thank you.
that make it tall and
Thank you. Thank you. It's things like that.
wow.
It's things like that. So that's why I was able to get a lower price. Dog, have you been to you can go to the fresh market, either in Joburg and Editorial. You can get a bag of potatoes for 50 rands.
Yeah.
And you go to ShopRite, you go for a total 90 bucks.
Same potatoes.
Same bag, same brand, same farmer.
Yeah.
That's why I have the time farmers, they feel like they're being ripped off because of after the processing has happened, the price of rockets. That's why sometimes I don't blame them when they hold and create value and you follow. So my point is that some of these things, it's just capitalism game, guys.
Yeah.
How do we make money? You have to make money so you can employ people, you can take care of yourself, you can go to holidays, you know.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, so that's where the price happens. So logistics, packaging, pack house, electricity, all those things factor in. So my game as Teka is to try to say, where do I intercept somewhere? Especially intercept for our people, because our people, my brother, they struggle with logistics, they struggle with again, I found the compliance thing, because the compliance things, it could be as simple thing as the tax clearance.
Okay. Well, do you want to run it through? Because I think for our viewers, run it through the process from the beginning, this and this and this.
First and foremost, your business must be registered.
Yeah.
Let's start there. You can't trade properly without it being registered. Your money can be paid in your bank account, the personal account.
Yes.
It's a waste of resource to do that, right? The account must be registered. You must have tax clearance. Tax must be in order. Of course, the BE thing, and there's that whole labor thing. Because now you've got farmers,
yes,
people who are there working there. You need to make sure that those people, that is taken care of. Some businesses, as I'm saying to you, they can simply say to you, we can't take your produce because your labor issues are a problem.
Yeah.
Which is a thing. We can't take your thing because your tax line, because eventually it will hit them as a big business. You don't have a BE certificate they want you to because they want that BE thing, scoring, whatever. You don't have that. Clearly, then now there comes the food issue. There's a food safety and quality compliance. You know, there's something called a global gap now. This for the export game. Let's leave that for now. You know, there's an ISO. I'm not sure if you've heard of ISO.
I've heard of it, but not into detail.
Yes. So basically, you go to municipality. You know, for when you pack things, there has to be a certain protocol inside your pack house. Where you cut green pepper, let's take meat. Where you cut pork, it can't be where you cut chicken.
Sure.
Or beef. They've got different properties. So you must have those things to show how you processed this thing, how you packed it. It's within the legal requirements of the standard that was set. Because cross-contamination is a real thing, brother. Let me give you an example. My dad is allergic to meat, right? He doesn't have to eat meat. The fork that you can poke the meat with, you give my dad, he reacts. So that is very important. So as much as I'm saying it can be used as gatekeeping, it's very important as well to make sure these are real things. When people die from food that they've bought from a big retailer, will they say Malinga? Who do they say?
The retailer.
They say the retailer. There's no other they say the farmer.
Yeah.
Because in that shop, how many farmers are there, bro? You follow. So it's very important that your compliance it's very in order. There's one is called PPECB. Now, of course, again, this is an export thing. We'll try the export. We'll try the export. You know, and then there's also food safety audit that sometimes must come and happen at your farm. Now, production and input compliance, that's another thing. Remember, I spoke about chemical compliance.
Yes.
What are you using?
Yeah.
There are other chemicals, manures that are not allowed anymore. I'm sure you know that.
Is it the Monsanto ones?
I don't know the names of it, but there are certain things that are not allowed anymore. There are certain, you can't use them anymore because they cause a lot of whole different things. You follow. So these are things that when you are compliant with these things, it's easy for you to say, no, I follow the process.
Yeah.
We can track you, Malinga. We know even in that shop where there's 20 batch of spinach, when you come in as a client, they look the same. But to us as a business, as a retailer, we can tell the difference there.
Yeah.
We know
from a compliance standpoint, yeah.
Those barcodes that you see there are not there for nothing. So compliance is very key. So what we do as Teka, we try to also say, okay, dog, we'll help you, but help us.
Gotcha.
We will get you the market. Like you should have heard the guy with butternuts when I said to him I can take 90% of those things. Actually, I can take 100%. It's just that you still need to sell to someone as well to also maintain your other client. You should have had him. You don't want to jump up and down, but you should have had him. You see what the market does now?
Yeah.
But we comply. But latex.
This has been very, very fruitful. Excuse the pun. It's been a very fruitful conversation. I think
intended, no?
but I think we're gonna have to close it for now here. And the reason being is that I think the gist of what we wanted our audience to get is here. And I'd like for them to obviously have an opportunity to comment and say, look, this is what, then we can bring you in for a very specific part of the conversation. I think to just close it off, maybe you could just share with us what has been the biggest lesson thus far doing or running this type of business.
The biggest lesson, I had closed down, by the way. I had closed down during COVID because I was buying it. So one of the things that made me to pivot towards farmers and business going to farmers is trying to mitigate what happened during COVID. COVID came, I had to close down because I remember I was buying from the market and there's a lot of people there. And every 2 days they would say, there's a new strain. My daughter was 6 months at the time. I'm like, I'm not going there. So the biggest lesson, you must be able to be pivot. You must pivot easily. You must adjust. You must look at how to. So the biggest lesson is one, how do you adjust? The biggest lesson is two, create environment in your business that will be attractive. What do they need? They always need a lower price. What is the advantage? If you go and find farmers that are not compliant and you stick there, farmers that normally struggle to get off-takes, not offsets.
Not offsets.
They struggle because of whatever reason, whether it's gatekeeping, they don't comply, whatever reason. Try to do that to close for them. At the same time, make sure that your business is moving. Because at the end of the day, you still need to make a business at the end of the day. You can't always want to be a philanthropist and not make sure that this thing works. Because you can't, as a first aider, when I was trained in first aid, they said to me,
you need to ensure that you're good before you help someone
Thank
else.
you. You also did the same thing.
I did first aid.
You.
That's the number one rule.
That's number one rule. You need to make sure that you are good before you try, because, well, you know, man. Yeah. So those are the lessons that one would learn. But at the end of the day, guys, in Africa in 2050, population will be doubled.
Yeah.
We are 1 billion now. In 2050, we are double. 2050 isn't 30 years from now, guys. It's in my lifetime. Food, hydroponics, aquaponics, food is a space that we should not leave. Last year, South Africa export rounded off $14 billion. $14 billion. Like, can I go for my calculator for you? Not calculator, my converter.
The converter, yes.
14 billion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
It's about 2.5 trillion.
Yes, 369. No, it's 200 billion.
I said 2 trillion. Yes, 240
40 billion.
Yeah.
240 billion. That money went somewhere, Malinga. Not to black people.
Oh.
If it went to black people here, it's probably a percentage of this. Now, imagine when Africa is doubled. Forget the world. So that's my lesson for me. Look at the opportunities, pivot, grow. But food is a space that we should stick there and comply and stick within ourselves. We're a big market for ourselves.
Oh, powerful. We do our close there. With that being said, I just want to thank you again for the knowledge set, and I think our audience is going to eat this up again, pun intended. Just the knowledge. This has been a lot of food for thought. Now, first, like everything is
intended.
But I think we definitely would love to have you here again,
for sure,
discussing something else, discussing maybe even the business in itself, how it's grown. But until then, I wish you well. I wish you well with the Teka team. And for you who's watching, please do subscribe to the channel, share with us your thoughts, engage with us on our social media pages. It is at Scattered News on TikTok, at Scattered News on Instagram. Reach out to Fumani. We'll leave his details there in the comments. Sorry, not the description. And you can reach out to him if you want to start your business, or maybe you already have one and you want to expand and you want to contact him. But from us, my team, we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.